All right, hello, happy week 5. This will be really the last thing. This learning module will be the last thing that we really do prior to jumping into your internship and industry experience. So one of the final learning outcomes for the Capstone course is to explore your transfer options. So for a lot of students, there's several different avenues that you might be going after you graduate from CWI. So we do want to spend some time kind of thinking about academically what those options might look like if you're planning on staying really in the state is what we try to focus on. So when you click on this week 5 learning module, you're going to see that the bulk of it largely has to do with transferring on to a 4-year institution. And so for some students, I realize that that may not be the reality of what you're planning on doing. And that's totally fine. But we do want to spend some time going through that exercise of, if I was going to do this, what would it look like? And so you're going to notice that embedded within this learning module, there's certainly an announcement that talks about this. And then it walks you through just some different things that I want you to explore. So you're going to notice that the very first option that you're presented with is with the University of Idaho and is this Bachelor's of Science in Ag Science Communication and Leadership. And as you go out and explore this option, you're going to notice that it is located here in the Treasure Valley. So for students that are place-bound and want to stay here in the Boise-Nampa area, this is a great option for those students because it allows them to stay here and earn their bachelor's degree in a fairly broad program, if you will. So this really allows students that are interested in really agriculture in general. So maybe you're interested in working for a commodity group, something like Idaho Preferred or the Idaho Wool Growers or the Barley Commission, because you're really interested in that ag communication piece. Or maybe you're interested in ag science in general, so working at an extension office or doing something with like 4-H extension, like program development kind of things, could certainly afford you that. We also have some students that are really interested in just other ag sectors like Simplot, amalgamated sugar. I've had students in the past that have gone on and done this and are really interested in crop analysis and like surveying different crops to help farmers address different pests and water issues and things like that. So it's very diverse and allows students to move on and get a bachelor's degree in agriculture, if that's something that they want to do. So definitely explore that. The other option is to stay here and go to Boise State. So you're going to be directed out to Boise State's website and you're going to see some areas that you might be interested in, especially if you've gone the animal science route. So inevitably we do get some students that are very interested in like the ecology, kind of the zoology aspect. So there's definitely some transfer opportunities there at Boise State. And then obviously some transfer opportunities should you decide that you want to actually move up to Moscow and continue animal science under the umbrella of getting a bachelor's degree and potentially getting a bachelor's degree in something like business, dairy, or production, right? Or you can go the animal pre-vet route and then you can explore that and kind of see what that looks like in terms of applying for vet school and those types of things if you're interested in doing that long-term goal of becoming a veterinarian. So the other thing that I just want to kind of highlight here is to say we have had students in the past that have transferred up to U of I and done the animal science. I actually have a student that did the animal science production route, and now she works for Simplot in their animal embryo unit here in Kuna. So it's fun to see our students that studied animal science transfer on. I have another student up at U of I right now that's doing the animal science pre-vet route, and she's hoping to apply for vet school actually right now. So she's working through that. So as you explore these opportunities, I just ask you to put together a simple Word document. There's some questions here, so you might consider just copying these questions and pasting them into a Word document, and then just providing kind of that summary, answering those questions that pertain to that. The other thing that I just want to chat about really fast that's not necessarily related to obviously your week 5 materials is finalizing your capstone experience. So I've been trying to stay up to date in your discussion board to make sure that you are securing something, and I want to ensure that over these next 2 weeks, so definitely the remainder of this week and then next week, spending some time securing something, because week 7 through 16 is that time where you will start logging hours and completing your capstone activity log to verify completion of those hours. So if you are struggling, please make sure you reach out and let me know. I do have some contacts, and so I am more than happy to help you through that process if you're needing help, but I can't help you if I don't know that you need help. So please reach out if you're hitting a wall and having a hard time finding something, so that we can lock that in and get it taken care of before you actually start logging those hours in week 7. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that the semester is treating you well. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I will plan on connecting with you all in week 6 to make sure that we are securing those final industry experiences for the semester.